So, this is a Game of Thrones support game. I wonder if it matters if you've not seen a Game of Thrones. I know that's probably some kind of crime, but I've not. So I think we'll start with the tutorial. Defend the coast, learn the basics while fighting off pirates marauding the north. Okay. Welcome to Westeros. In this mission, you will take on the role of House Stark, one of the 6 great houses seeking dominance over the lands of Westeros. Okay. Planning phase. Oh, this looks like Warhammer. Each game round has 3 phases. Westeros phase, players react to events. Planning phase, players secretly sign orders. Action phase, players take turns resolving orders. Okay. After 10 rounds, the player who controls the most castles wins. In the planning phase, players must assign orders to each area where they have a unit. Assign orders to your units in Winterfell. March? Do I not have to select where to march to? No? Okay, confirm orders. Action phase. What are they going to do? Okay, in the action phase, each player resolves the orders they assign. A single march order allows you to move any number of units from that area into the adjacent areas. Ah, is this where we pick? Select Winterfell to resolve your march order. Move one of your units into White Harbour and the other to Moat Cailin to take 2 castles. So, 1 into White Harbour. Haha! And 1 into Moat Cailin. Confirm the march. Because Winterfell is your home, you maintain control even if you have no units there, so long as it isn't occupied by enemies. Good to know. The castle symbol refers to both castles and strongholds. If a player controls 7 castles, they win immediately without needing to wait for the end of the 10th round. House Greyjoy is marching from Flint's Finger. Westeros phase. At the start of the round, Westeros cards are drawn that affect all players. This phase is skipped on the first round. Okay. Last days of summer, nothing happens. Mustering, recruit new units in strongholds and castles. Oh. So we want to muster. It's easy when we see, eh? Mustering. The mustering card lets players add new units to castles and strongholds they control. Let's pick that rather than nothing. Castles provide 1 point of mustering. Select castles in White Harbour and Moat Cailin to muster a single footman in each area. Ah, so we can have 1 each. Let's have a footman. Moat Cailin, let's have a footman. Footmen are useful for expanding your land empire. Strongholds provide 2 points of mustering. Select the stronghold in Winterfell to use these points to muster a knight. Ooh. Knights are twice as powerful as footmen in battle. Cannot pick that card. Oh no. Okay, the next card drawn is the last days of summer. Nothing happens. Enjoy this rare moment of rest. Ah, so you have to have all 3 cards. I thought you got to pick one, so of course you're going to pick the best one, but you get all 3. Click to continue. Planning phase. Sir Roderick Castle. A raven arrived with news that Greyjoy's pirates have been attacking in the south. March your troops to the coast to defeat the sea scum. Okay. So let's get these. Let's march them. March. Consolidate power. You have unlocked the Consolidate Power Order. Right. Sure that's good. The crown symbol represents power. Each player begins the game with 5 crowns and can increase their crowns by resolving Consolidate Power Orders. Crowns are used to keep control of areas your units abandon, bid on influence tracks and fend off wilding attacks. Use any mouse over an order to review its abilities. Do so now to the Consolidate Power Order above. Assign the Consolidate Power Order to Winterfell. Gain 1 crown if this area is inland and a port. Gain additional crown for each crown in this space. Confirm orders. Action. Action phase. In turn, players take turns resolving a march order of the choice. March one of the units from White Harbour to Moat Callin so that it can join your other forces for an attack. Okay. Is that one it wants me to do? Confirm the march. Sir Roderick Castle. Time to show those salty scoundrels what the North is made of. When marching, you're not allowed to move into more than one area that would start a battle. March all 3 units from Moat Callin to Greywater Watch to begin the battle. Ah, there it is. March. March. Or do they want this one first? March all 3 units from Moat Callin. Oh, they want me to do this one first. Okay. Confirm the march. Spending 1 crown will allow you to keep control of Moat Callin as long as enemy units aren't there. Do you want to spend 1 crown to keep control of Moat Callin? Yes. Greywatch Combat. House Stark vs House Greyjoy. Combat is resolved by comparing the strength of the battling sides. Each footman adds 1 to its owner's total strength. Each player may play a house card to add to their side's strength. Play Great John Umber to increase the strength of your side by 2. Great John Umber. Haha. Your opponent played Dagmar Cleftjaw, bringing their strength to 3. You win the battle with the higher strength of 5. After a battle, the losing side suffers casualties equal to the number of swords played by the winning side. However, Dagmar Cleftjaw's fortification lets your opponent ignore 1 casualty. Victory! Since the Greyjoy footmen were not killed in battle, they must retreat to an adjacent area as rooted units. Rooted units can't march and contribute no strength in combat. If a rooted unit is defeated in another combat, it is destroyed. Rooted units become unrooted at the end of the round. Westeros phase. Adjust supply track, reconcile armies. Okay. When the supply card is drawn, each player updates their supply limits to equal number of supplies in the areas they control. So we've got 2. Supplies determine the number of areas players may have with 2 or more units. Areas with a single unit do not require supplies. Your current supply limits are displayed as dots next to the helmets by your supply barrel. The yellow dots show which of your supplies are in use. If a player has lost territory since the last supply card was drawn, they may have to remove units to conform with their new supply limits. You can review the supply limits associated with each barrel amount by selecting the barrel on your house banner. Guessing that's this one? Haha! 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. Game of Thrones! Each player collects 1 crown for each crown icon on an area he controls and each adjacent port without an adjacent enemy ship. Each player collects 1 crown for each area they control with a crown. Your house earned a crown. Last days of summer, nothing happens. Planning phase. Take 2 more castles from the Greyjoys to complete this scenario. Well, that's a castle. So, Sir Roderick Castle, your men await their next orders. Time to go on the offensive. Right. I guess let's go and march. Let's consolidate power. Let's consolidate power. Action phase. Choose a march order. Oh, that's got a castle as well. Let's go for that one. Is that in there? I'm guessing so. John, spend a crown to keep control of Greywatch Tower? Yes. 3 against 1. Choose a combat card. Sir Roderick Castle. Victory. Westeros phase again. Recruit new units to strongholds and castles. You have unlocked the ability to spend 1 mustering point to upgrade your footmen into knights. Ooh. Knight upgrade. Ha 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 ha. Knight upgrade. Footman. Footman. Knights. Bid on the 3 influence tracks. Knights count as 1 unit towards your violence, even though they're twice as powerful in combat as footmen. When Clash of Kings is drawn, players bid crowns on the 3 influence tracks. Today we will bid only on the war-focused fiefdom track, which determines tiebreakers in combat. Each player chooses to bid a number of crowns, which will be spent whether or not they end up the highest bidder. Players are then ordered from highest to lowest bidder. Let's go all in with all our crowns, see if we can beat the Greyjoys for the top slot of the fiefdom track. All in. Haha, they bid 4. House Stark can now grant 1 strength in combat per round. Last days of summer, so nothing happens again. You beat the Greyjoys bid of 4 to first place on the fiefdom track, gaining the first player bonus of the Valyrian Steel Blade. Once per round, the Valyrian Steel Blade can be used to increase your combat strength by 1 after house cards have been revealed. Okay. You have unlocked a new order. The support order allows units in its area to add their strength in combat to any adjacent battle. Support can be key to winning your complex and can be used to aid allies. Okay. March. Consolidate. 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 Action. Can we not get to there? That is a castle, doesn't it? Oh, but that's only 1 then. Confirm march. Choose a combat card. Let's use Eddard Stark. Haha! Victory is ours! Westeros phase. Recruit new units. Can't do any mustering there. Must be to do with supplies, that. Can't do any mustering there. Last days of summer, last days of summer. First I was thinking this is way too complicated, but this seems actually pretty fun now. Let's march one of those boys. Let's march these. Strength order those. Let's consolidate power up here. I think that sounds good. Seaguard has a castle. Leave that one there. Choose a march order. One of these dudes needs to go. Okay, go there. You can only move one. Supply, adjust supply check, reconcile armies. Game of Thrones, each player collects 1 crown for every crown icon area controls. Okay. Last days of summer, nothing happened. Your house earned 3 crowns. Planning phase. Haven't we taken 2 of the castles from them? What's this one? Let's march these and march these. Guess march those as well. Consolidate, consolidate, confirm. Let's go to there then. I don't know what order these have to be picked in. That's kind of feels a little more difficult to work out than it should be. Oh, yeah, confirm march. Do you want to spend the crown to keep control of Seaguard? Yes. 3 versus 2. Combat. Robb Stark, go. No! Yes, use the Valyrian Steel Blade. And we've got the power of fiefdom. Haha. Yes, we've taken 2 castles from the Greyjoys. Sir Roderick Castle, fine work, my lord. A feast is in order. End of game. Victory. So, that was our first tutorial on Game of Thrones. Overall, first impressions on the Game of Thrones board game? It seemed insanely complicated at first. Reminded me of having nightmares about Warhammer. But overall, in the end, that seemed really fun and enjoyable. So we'll keep on with that, I think. And see how it goes. Do let us know if you play the game in the comments. And if you have any tips for us. We'll see you later.